Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So it's away we go then.
Well, Peter, there's a player on this pitch who's hard not to like. The smiling assassin, Ronaldinho. He always looks like he's having a good time, and it's mostly true because of his superb skill and imagination.
Yeah, just brilliant, isn't he? A different level.
Infectious. Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute...
Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And again!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Now it's Mbappe. Searching pass he's played there. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Engages and forces him off the ball. That looks a cracking ball. It's a promising position. It is a corner, good chance.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And he's away, and the shot! It's there! There is the breakthrough! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a...
Seagull! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. He's shifting through the gears here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking to play him in. Can he latch on to this? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Plays a sharp little ball here. Xavi Alonso. Nicely shaped ball. Good ball over the top. That's the keeper's ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Got a Tony. And it's Ronaldinho. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And now the breakaway. That's a good run down the left. Now, can they get him away? And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Vieira takes control of it and he's on the move.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking for options for movement. Vitinha. Now that looks a decent ball. Vitinha can see things others simply cannot. And it's Seedorf. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Donatoni. He's having a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Mbappe. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Kimmich. That ball looks a good one. Good ball, good take. Chance, surely! Oh, taken with style. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
He's got away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Aimed beyond the defence. And the first half is done. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 10, Mbappe. Number 9, number 23, Vitinha. Number 22, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field, number 12, Van Basten. Number 17, Van Nistelrooy. Number 30, Messi. Number 16, Rijkaard.
Here we go again. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, it's Van Basten. It's Van Basten! It's run. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tries to pass it through. That is a great pick out. And this is Hullet. Oh, that's fabulous. He's found some space. And he whips it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Van Basten. Now it's Donatoni. Van Nistelrooy. And this is Ronaldinho. Gattuso. So what can they make of this? Seedorf. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Van Basten!
Vieira.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
That has been cut short. Gently done. Knocks it into space. Rijkaard.
The
Now it's
attendance
Van
for this match
Basten.
was 71,898.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Takes a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
So, third corner of the game. Can he finish? And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
The goal scorer for Bolivia after 64 minutes is number 5, Ferdinand.
A case now of complete control. Now it's Hullet. Hullet stood his ground strongly. Oh, right place, right time. Well, the defence proved and Seedorf! Just too high.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's managed to get free. Donadoni with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Rijkaard. Howson. Now he's off and running. And this is Van Basten. Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries to play it through. Oh, super find. A header! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
No, again, there's no way through. And here's Hullet.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's picked it up out wide. Howson wins the duel this time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's there to make the challenge. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Ball's gone out of play.
substitution.
And it's Makalele. And he's on a charge. Makalele. Pulls it back. Defending of the desperate variety. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now that's well seen too. 2 minutes to be added on. Makalele. Oh, nice touch. And that will be it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
A quick reminder today that smoking is
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Bolivia definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
What's good?
The action has already started.
Well, this is a real privilege, Peter. There's an iconic number 10 below us.
You refer, of course, to the great Zico.
I do indeed, arguably the best of his time, and while he thrived in the number 10 role, he could play in any offensive position on the pitch, really.
We'll just sit back and enjoy him.
An easy watch, Peter.
No, that's been intercepted. Casillas punts it upfield. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Leicester did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's being shifted off it. He's not got that quite right. And it's Kimmich. Seedorf. He is through here. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Hullet. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. That's a little off target. Gattuso.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Hullet.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Now it's Mbappe. Mateus.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That's a throw. It's run loose here. That's a sharp pass. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Hullet is standing over this one. Hullet!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Strong running down that left flank. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Hullet.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's been cut out, well played. That has not gone well. Nicely aimed pass. He's in a great position here. Now it's Kimmich. He's had it taken off him. Calafiori did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Kimmich can see things others simply cannot. That's a shade optimistic. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Zico. It's a goal kick.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been cut short. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He has found the... Can he finish? It's there!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Bolivia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well read, nice interception. Gattuso running with the ball. Seedorf. He is just... He's having a shot!
Zico
has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Now, can they get him away? The ball has bounced loose now. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And the shot's on here. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, there's a probing ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ball is over the line.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kimmich. Hullet. Kimmich is the guilty party there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Cambio en Bolivia. Número 7.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Número 23. Número 17. Entran número 24. Número
Under an
8.
awful lot of pressure.
Número 11.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Bolivia are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
And he can clear it away, just eases him off the ball. And it's Ibrahimovic. Good take, and Rummenigge! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that has been cleared. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that's gone loose. Looking to play him in. That's good vision. He's being urged to shoot. Good claim. No margin for error there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Best. And he's on a charge. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Stood up well to him there. Lovely. There's the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Tries to play it through. De Jong. He's got away. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho's delivery. Corner number 2 then. And he's gone backward here. Opts to play it back. And it's Gattuso.
Bolivia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Romario. Best. Very nicely done. That is good strength.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo
There'll be a
reglamentario.
minute of stoppage time. Oh, terrible pass. And this is Ronaldinho. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, Jim, Vitor Bayer is, of course, one of the most decorated goalkeepers of all time.
Yeah, and there's no doubt that he was one of Europe's very best. His career stats certainly back that up as well. I really like that confidence he has about him. There's a swagger at play.
And the pass is intercepted. That is ended up in no man's land. And he plays one through.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Referee's given a throw. Ah, that's a fine interception. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. He's in a great position here. Not the most convincing of passes. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Pass is just off target. Ferdinand is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. And it's Gattuso. Great ball if he can get there.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement.
Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Hullet. Lampard. Forlan. Nantes finding their passes. Vieira. Nantes trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind.
Mbappe! And the ball's come loose here. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. Hullet is eyeing up his options in the middle. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. He's got full. They've scored! One perfect ball, one perfect header.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
It's run loose here. Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's been slipped through. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Nous rappelons à l'intention de nos spectateurs qu'ils sont tenus de boire avec modération.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
The action has already started.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn.
And the shot! Mbappe goes steaming forward. So what can they make of this? Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Nesta. Kimmich. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Best. Rivaldo. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Kimmich simply refused to be outdone there. Kimmich carries the ball down the right. Oh, that's fabulous. Onana. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, can he get onto this? Still goalless at the moment. Onana.
Milan clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
And it's Rivaldo. Might be danger here. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's picked his way through. Rivaldo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rummenigge. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rivaldo looking to be a menace in the final third. And that is as far as they're going to go. Out towards the flank. And the shot! There it is! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Threads one in. Now it's Hullet. Mbappe! And he's found a way past. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Pressing high and with purpose. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Pedri. Vieira was in no mood for any of that. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's had it taken off him. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Rafinha. And here's Suarez. Here's Rivaldo. And it's Pedri. Played back in.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, some tackle that. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
That has been slung wide. And here's Bergkamp. Bergkamp. Ah, that's a fine interception. Nesta gets good distance on it. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're underway again.
Bolivia definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Best.
Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
Rivaldo. Rivaldo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He is through here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Onana. Rivaldo. Best. And he's been shifted off it. Now, what about a counter-attack? He has found the way through. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Not the most accurate pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he shoots! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Chooses to go cross-field. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Mbappe, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. He's got away. Can he finish? Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
Pedri. Best. Pedri. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Rivaldo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rivaldo really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Rivaldo. Nicely spread. Rivaldo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to get free. Header! And he's kept it out. Onana. And it's Rivaldo. Pedri.
No, no way through there.
Kimmich.
Hurtling down that right flank. He's found a way through.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Crosses it in. Rafinha. Onana.
A heavy challenge.
Rummenigge has found the net here, of course. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight.
Best. And he skips past his man. Showing good feet. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Decent progress down the left. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 5, numero 23, numero
No,
17.
he's seen through all of
Luis
that.
Suarez, numero 7, numero
Ball has
19.
bounced loose now.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 22.
It's a threatening ball.
Il numero
Looking for
21,
options for
il numero
movement.
18, il numero
De
9,
Jong.
il numero 10.
Taken back almost
Cambio
at
di
once.
giocatori.
And that is out of play. Owen. This is
Ci
promising.
sarà un minuto di recupero.
Onana. Tur. And that is as far as it goes. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
Ricordiamo a tutti i
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I'd be hard-pressed to find a player who's more versatile than this fella, Jordan Henderson. So much so, his best position is always in debate. I think he's better when he has the whole pitch in front of him, more time to pick his passes to greater effect, and then read the play if a turnover occurs.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Bullet. And it's Kimmich. Now it's Mbappe. Rummenigge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Pele is offering some sort of an... Can he finish? In he goes again. What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So, a breakthrough already.
Rummenigge
Algeria.
getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Morocco with the corner, they're first. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Good ball, good take. He's got away. Rummenigge! Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that's a key interception. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well.
Chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Lahm kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Ronaldinho.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. This looks promising. It's Pele! Decent chance! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's Ronaldinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. In with the challenge. Morocco have got it back, and they'll have another go. Shot at goal! Goal! Morocco! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And the shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Rummenigge. Kimmich can see things others simply cannot.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And there's green grass ahead of him. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ronaldinho. Bergomi. It's a good run down the right. And it's Ronaldinho. Vieira does well to get it back. And it's Kimmich. And here's Hullet. Bergomi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Van Basten is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Hullet. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And it's lofted through here. Pele! Superb from Pele! A finish of true class. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish. And it's half-time here.
Señoras y señores, en la pantalla se presentarán nuestros artistas invitados de hoy. Cambio en Bolivia. Número 3. Lo reemplazará número 23. Se está realizando un cambio.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Hullet. Seedorf. And here's Mbappe. And a chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. He's picked his way through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's shifting through the gears here. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Oh, it's come loose. Great defending, strong and determined. Seedorf stood his ground strongly. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Morocco needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, he's been caught napping. In towards the back stick. Brilliantly cut out. It's Jordan Henderson! Decent enough try. Mbappe. That's a little off target. Pelé. Thuram running with the ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now that looks a decent ball. Crunching tackle. Yamal! And he comes up trumps again. Corner number 2 then.
Cambio en Bolivia. Número 7, número 19, número 24, número 17. Entran número 14, número 11, número 20, número 22.
Rui Costa goes short. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rui Costa. Ferdinand was in no mood for any of that. Now it's Ronaldinho. Jordan Henderson. Costa Curta. Strong running down that left flank. Pelé, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Quality ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Yaya Toure. Now it's Hullet. Lam produces the perfect tackle there. And this is Messi. Plays a sharp little ball here. Morocco claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, what a climb! It's fallen kindly here. He should have put that one away.
Pele clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
Pass somewhat off target. Pele.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Pele. Great vision. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Platini.
Could move up a gear here.
It's Rui Costa.
Yaya Toure.
Here's the team's great visionary. Now it's Owen.
And the counter is on.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gently done. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho.
And he's running, and the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. So, third corner of the game.
Morocco
are looking to go forward now. It's a searching pass.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de
Platini.
compensación.
Rui Costa. Pele.
He's making a real surge on the left.
And this is Rui Costa. Platini. And that is as far as it goes. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting.
Brew.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
The action has already started.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
Shapes to shoot! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Marseille really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Vieira. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Kimmich. They're urging him to shoot.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's had it nicked away. Kimmich.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Robson. That's very neat. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Kimmich did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Not the most accurate pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Marseille upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And they've switched it over to the other side.
Well spotted.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Robson is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Nicely worked. It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And it's Hullet. That has been slung wide.
Ronaldinho's delivery.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Oh, that's a key interception. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Mbappe. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh, strongly challenged there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Vieira. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Now, can they get him away? Vieira. Rummenigge. Strong running down that left flank. Rummenigge goes pelting down that left-hand side. Looking to play him in. Big chance! Oh, good read.
That's great.
And he's had a hit!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, well played, well played. And here's Hullet. Kimmich. He's picked his way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Corner given. Oh, what a climb! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Great chance! And now they can spring out of defence.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Kimmich. Plays it across. Oh, and the shot!
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Bullet. Pass somewhat off target. That's good running with the ball. Baresi. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time.
Se presente inmediatamente en la sala de personal. Se está realizando un cambio.
So off we go once more. Opts for safety. Now Robson. Well, that is one way to stop him. Out to the right. Now it's Royce. Robson. Kimmich makes the interception. He shifted it to the flank. Cruyff. Robson. That's a cute ball. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Decent chance! And that would have been some goal.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Vieira proves too strong. And it's Gattuso. Looking for options for movement.
A couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half.
Now it's Cruyff. No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, Red, nice interception. Pull it.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That has not gone well. Costa Curta, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Not the most convincing of passes. It's been shipped out wide. Tries to pass it through. Thuram. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Marseille can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Rui Costa. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's a loose ball. Mbappe. Bergkamp. Rui Costa. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. And claimed it back swiftly. And this is Royce. Royce receives it in a wide position.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Into the last quarter of an hour. That's been slipped through. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.